Hi, my name is Natasha, and I am a teacher with Toronto District School Board. I'm also a mother of 3, and I started teaching in 2006 because I wanted to make a difference in my community after the year of the gun in 2005 when several young men were shot. And I think I went into teaching because I was waiting for somebody else to do something. I realized that living in Jane-Finch, a community that is very diverse in terms of ethnicity and different racial groups, I really was saddened by the oppression, by the poverty, by what I felt was injustice for a lot of the things that I was seeing, and I didn't want to wait for anybody to do anything anymore. There's a saying from Gandhi that says, "Be the change that you want to see in the world." And so I felt that I needed to be that change. And so after Teachers College in 2006, I sent an email to my friends and my colleagues and asked them if they would help me start an organization called Work It. It's women of race climbing it together. And so through that organization, we were able to mentor young girls and boys, just find their voice and to be empowered to really make a change in their community, to give back to their community, to be able to make decisions and know how decisions are made. And so one of the things that I saw as a teacher was a lot of young Black men dropping out of school, young Black males dropping out of school. Through one of our Toronto District School Board reports, it says that as much as 40% of young men drop out of school, and that really, again, perplexed me. And so through not just my own organization, but I was able to manage an organization called Educational Attainment West, where I was able to work with young men that dropped out of school. And so through that experience, I think I learned a lot more than I had anticipated, because it showed me directly the issues that they were dealing with, like homelessness, like food security, like young parenting, issues that as a teacher we don't deal with when they walk into our classroom. And so through this profession, through this job that I did, I was able to help them connect with youth serving organizations, but also help them to find their identity and help them to find a voice and help them to be able to write down their stories and help them to learn about democracy and what that means for them, and that they're not written off from society, but that they still matter. And one young man in particular, I remember when he was writing a test to see if he can go into college, and he threw the test on the floor and walked out crying because he didn't understand it. He couldn't do the test. And I came to him and I told him it's okay. And I was able to tutor him for the next 2 or 3 months and work with him. And he told me his story of being pushed out of school, being on the sports team, and right after the season had finished, they told him that he didn't have enough credit, so why was he taking up time, was taking up space in the school. And I remember he started crying. And he actually became vulnerable and said, you know, this is why I went into a life of crime. And so through our relationship, through our friendship, I was able to, you know, not necessarily save him, but at least understand him and understand and let him know that people actually care. And so we ended up writing a paper together, an essay, a 10-page essay, which I've shared with people like United Way, people like Carl James at York University. And it has really been able to show another side of their story, of so many young people who felt that they were given up on. And so in order for them to find their voice, they're able to make a difference in their community. And now this young man is able to change the end of his story by giving back to his community and understanding that he does and can make a difference. And so my vision is to continue working with young people, but also with parents, and working with the people in my community so that together we can find our voices and continue to work together so that we can make a difference and our community can be a better place. Teach young people that education is important and that their voice matters. And I think that's what democracy means. It means that we all have a part to play in the decisions that are made in our community and in our society. That's what I wanted to do as a teacher, is to help people find their voice and help people understand that the decisions that are made are important because it affects all of us. And the way that we're going to be able to lift our community up is by each of us understanding how to do that and the tools that allow us to do that.